Before you can rebuild your life, you must first conquer the greatest obstacle standing in your way yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to share a message that has the power to transform lives, reshape destinies, and ignite the flames of greatness within each and every one of us. The journey we're about to embark upon is not for the faint of heart, nor is it for those content with mediocrity. This is a call to action, a rallying cry for those who dare to dream big, who refuse to settle for anything less than their fullest potential. Today, we delve into the profound concept of conquering yourself to rebuild a philosophy that has the power to revolutionize not only our individual lives, but the very fabric of our society. To conquer oneself is to engage in the most challenging battle one will ever face. It's a war waged not on distant shores or foreign lands, but within the confines of our own minds, hearts, and souls. It's a battle against our deepest fears, our most ingrained habits, and the comfortable mediocrity that so often lulls us into a false sense of contentment. But make no mistake, my friends, this battle is not just worth fighting, it's essential for anyone who truly wishes to leave their mark on this world. Think back to a time when you were faced with a seemingly insurmountable challenge. Perhaps it was a personal setback, a professional obstacle, or a moment of crippling self-doubt. In those dark hours, did you retreat into the safety of familiarity, or did you summon the courage to face your demons head-on? The truth is, it's in these moments of adversity that we have the greatest opportunity for growth, for transformation, for rebirth. Conquering yourself begins with brutal honesty. It requires us to take a long, hard look in the mirror and confront the uncomfortable truths about who we are and who we've allowed ourselves to become. It means acknowledging our weaknesses without shame, recognizing our strengths without arrogance, and accepting that the journey of self-improvement is a lifelong pursuit. This level of self-awareness is not easy to achieve, but it is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. Consider for a moment the layers of self-deception we often wrap ourselves in. We tell ourselves comforting lies to avoid the pain of growth. I'm not good enough, we whisper in moments of doubt. Using our perceived inadequacies as an excuse to avoid taking risks. Or perhaps we cling to the belief that our circumstances are to blame for our lack of progress, absolving ourselves of the responsibility to create change. These self-imposed limitations are the first enemies we must conquer on our journey of self-discovery and rebuilding. To truly conquer ourselves, we must develop the courage to face these uncomfortable truths head-on. This means being willing to ask ourselves the hard questions: what are the habits that are holding me back? What are the beliefs I cling to that no longer serve me? What are the fears that keep me from reaching for my dreams? Only by shining a light on these dark corners of our psyche can we begin the process of transformation. But self-awareness alone is not enough. Knowledge without action is like a seed without soil, full of potential, yet unable to grow. Once we've confronted our true selves, the real work begins. We must be willing to shed the layers of complacency, excuses, and self-limiting beliefs that have held us back for far too long. This process of stripping away the old to make way for the new can be painful, even terrifying at times. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to embrace discomfort as a signal of growth rather than a warning to retreat. Imagine for a moment the cocoon of a butterfly. Within this protective shell, a profound transformation takes place. The caterpillar, once limited to crawling on the ground, undergoes a complete metamorphosis. Its entire being is broken down and rebuilt, emerging as a creature capable of soaring through the skies. This process is not comfortable for the caterpillar. It requires a complete surrender to the forces of change. Yet without this period of intense transformation, the butterfly would never exist. In much the same way, we must be willing to break ourselves down in order to rebuild ourselves into something greater. This might mean letting go of relationships that no longer support our growth, abandoning career paths that no longer align with our values, or confronting addictions and destructive behaviors that have held us captive for far too long. The process is rarely easy, but it is always worth it. But here's the beautiful truth. Within each of us lies a wellspring of untapped potential, a reservoir of strength and resilience that is far greater than any obstacle we may face. By conquering ourselves, our fears, our doubts, our negative habits, we unlock this potential and set the stage for a remarkable transformation. Consider the metaphor of a phoenix rising from the ashes. In order for this mythical bird to be reborn, it must first be consumed by flames. Similarly, we must be willing to let go of the old version of ourselves, to burn away the limitations and self-imposed restrictions that have kept us tethered to mediocrity. Only then can we emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. This process of self-conquest and rebuilding is not a one-time event, but a continuous cycle of growth and renewal. It requires unwavering commitment, relentless perseverance, and the courage to face failure head-on. For it is through our failures that we learn our most valuable lessons, forge our strongest character traits, and develop the resilience necessary to achieve greatness. Think of the greatest achievers in history, the inventors, the leaders, the revolutionaries who changed the course of human events. Do you think their paths were smooth and free of obstacles? Far from it. Each of these individuals faced countless setbacks, moments of doubt, and seemingly insurmountable challenges. What set them apart was not an absence of difficulty, but their response to it. They viewed each failure not as a final verdict on their abilities, but as a stepping stone towards success. Thomas Edison, in his quest to invent the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset, one that embraces failure as a necessary part of the journey towards success, is crucial in the process of conquering oneself and rebuilding. It allows us to take risks, to push beyond our comfort zones, and to persist in the face of adversity. As we embark on this journey of self-conquest, we must also recognize that true strength lies not in isolation, but in connection. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to be better, who support your dreams without feeding your ego, who hold you accountable to your highest standards. Seek out mentors who have walked the path before you, who can guide you through the pitfalls and celebrate your victories. The power of community in this journey cannot be overstated. While the work of self-conquest is deeply personal, having a support system can provide invaluable encouragement, perspective, and accountability. Think of it as assembling your own personal board of directors, individuals who believe in your potential, who aren't afraid to give you honest feedback, and who inspire you to reach for greatness. Remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress. Each day presents us with a new opportunity to take another step forward, to push our boundaries a little further, to become a slightly better version of ourselves than we were yesterday. Embrace these small victories, for they are the building blocks of monumental change. In the pursuit of conquering ourselves, we must also learn to master our minds. Our thoughts shape our reality, and by taking control of our inner dialogue, we gain the power to reshape our world. Replace self-doubt with self-belief, fear with courage, and complacency with an insatiable hunger for growth. Cultivate a mindset of possibility, where challenges are viewed not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for innovation and personal development. This mastery of mind is not about positive thinking alone. It's about developing a disciplined approach to our thought patterns, recognizing negative self-talk when it arises, and consciously choosing more empowering narratives. It's about training our minds to focus on solutions rather than problems, on opportunities rather than obstacles. Consider the impact of your thoughts on your daily life. How often have you talked yourself out of taking a risk, pursuing an opportunity, or stepping into your full potential? Our minds are powerful tools, capable of propelling us towards our dreams or holding us back in fear. By conquering the negative patterns in our thinking, we free ourselves to explore the full range of our capabilities. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is through consistent, focused effort that we transform our dreams into reality. Develop routines and habits that align with your highest aspirations. Wake up each day with a sense of purpose, ready to face whatever challenges may come your way. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being committed to the process of growth and improvement. This discipline extends to all areas of our lives. It means making choices that align with our long-term goals, even when easier options present themselves. It means pushing through discomfort, fatigue, and self-doubt to honor the commitments we've made to ourselves. It means showing up day after day, even when motivation wanes, because we understand that consistency is the key to lasting change. As you conquer yourself and begin the process of rebuilding, you'll find that your influence extends far beyond your own life. Your transformation will inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and growth. You become a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of human potential. Think about the ripple effect of your personal growth. As you become more confident, more resilient, more aligned with your true purpose, you naturally inspire those around you. Your colleagues may be motivated to pursue their own professional development. Your friends might find the courage to chase their dreams. Your family members could be inspired to overcome their own limiting beliefs. In conquering yourself, you become a catalyst for positive change in your community and beyond. In this age of instant gratification and superficial success, the path of self-conquest may seem daunting, even old-fashioned. But I assure you, it is the surest route to lasting fulfillment and true success. Material wealth and fleeting accolades pale in comparison to the deep sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you've overcome your own limitations and become the best version of yourself. Consider the great leaders and innovators throughout history, individuals who changed the course of human events through their vision, determination, and unwavering commitment to personal growth. These giants of human achievement didn't stumble upon greatness by accident. They forged it through the fires of self-conquest, relentlessly pushing themselves beyond their perceived limits and refusing to accept anything less than their absolute best. Take, for example, Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for 27 years, he could have easily succumbed to bitterness and resentment. Instead, he used his time in confinement to conquer his own anger and fear, emerging as a beacon of reconciliation and hope for an entire nation. His journey of self-conquest not only transformed his own life, but altered the course of history. Or consider the journey of Oprah Winfrey, who rose from a childhood marked by poverty and abuse to become one of the most influential media personalities in the world. Her path to success was paved with countless instances of self-reflection, personal growth, and a relentless commitment to becoming the best version of herself. These individuals and countless others like them serve as powerful reminders of what's possible when we commit to the journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. They show us that our circumstances do not define us, that our past does not dictate our future, and that within each of us lies the power to transform our lives and make a lasting impact on the world. As you embark on this journey of self-conquest and rebuilding, be prepared for resistance, not just from the outside world, but from within yourself. Your old habits, your comfort zone, and your fear of the unknown will all conspire to keep you where you are. But remember, growth and comfort cannot coexist. Embrace the discomfort as a sign that you're moving in the right direction, that you're pushing beyond the boundaries of what you once thought possible. This internal resistance often manifests as the voice of self-doubt, the whisper of fear that tells you you're not capable, not worthy, not ready for the challenges ahead. Recognize this voice for what it is, a defense mechanism designed to keep you safe, but one that often holds you back from reaching your full potential. Acknowledge these doubts, thank them for their concern, and then gently but firmly push past them. Visualization is a powerful tool in this process of self-transformation. Take time each day to envision the person you aspire to become. See yourself conquering your fears, achieving your goals, and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. This mental rehearsal primes your subconscious mind for success and helps align your actions with your aspirations. The practice of visualization goes beyond mere daydreaming. It's a purposeful exercise in programming your mind for success. Athletes use this technique to improve their performance, seeing themselves executing perfect plays in their mind's eye before they step onto the field. Business leaders visualize successful negotiations and presentations. By consistently visualizing your ideal self and your desired outcomes, you create a blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. But vision without action is merely a daydream. You must be willing to put in the work, to make the sacrifices necessary to turn your vision into reality. This might mean waking up earlier, working harder, or giving up habits that no longer serve your higher purpose. Remember, every choice you make is either moving you closer to or further from your goals. Choose wisely and consistently. In the process of conquering yourself, you'll inevitably face setbacks and moments of doubt. These are not signs of failure, but opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace these challenges as part of the journey. Analyze your setbacks with honesty and humility. Extract the lessons they offer, and use that knowledge to fuel your continued progress. When faced with setbacks, it's crucial to maintain perspective. Remember that every great achievement in history was preceded by numerous failures and setbacks. The Wright brothers crashed countless prototypes before achieving powered flight. Steve Jobs was famously ousted from Apple before returning to lead the company to unprecedented success. These setbacks were not endpoints, but crucial parts of the journey towards ultimate success. One of the most powerful aspects of self-conquest is the development of emotional intelligence. As you learn to master your own emotions, you'll gain a deeper understanding of others, enhancing your ability to lead, inspire, and connect with those around you. This emotional mastery allows you to remain calm in the face of adversity, to make decisions based on reason rather than impulse, and to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions as they arise. From there, it extends to self-regulation, the capacity to manage those emotions effectively rather than being controlled by them. As you develop these skills, you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate complex social situations, to empathize with others, and to inspire and motivate those around you. Physical health plays a crucial role in the process of self-conquest and rebuilding. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life and pursue your goals. Treat it with respect and care. Develop habits that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest are not luxuries, but essential components of a life lived to its fullest potential. Consider the interconnectedness of physical and mental well-being. When you take care of your body through regular exercise, you not only improve your physical health, but also boost your mood, increase your energy levels, and enhance your cognitive function. When you fuel your body with nutritious food, you provide your brain with the resources it needs to function at its best. When you prioritize sleep, you give your body and mind the opportunity to rest, recover, and prepare for the challenges ahead. As you progress on this journey, you'll find that your definition of success begins to shift. No longer will you measure your worth by external validations or material possessions. Instead, you'll find fulfillment in the continuous process of growth, in the knowledge that you're becoming a little bit better each day, in the impact you're able to have on the lives of others. This shift in perspective is transformative. It frees you from the endless pursuit of external validation and allows you to find joy and satisfaction in the journey itself. You'll begin to measure success not by what you have, but by who you're becoming. Not by the applause of others, but by the knowledge that you're living in alignment with your values and purpose. Remember, the goal is not to become someone else, but to become the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. This requires a deep understanding of your values, your passions, and your unique gifts. As you peel away the layers of societal expectations and self-imposed limitations, you'll uncover the true essence of who you are and what you're capable of achieving. This journey towards authenticity is not always easy. It requires courage to stand in your truth, especially when it goes against societal norms or expectations. It demands that you listen to your inner voice, even when it's whispering against the roar of external pressures. But in embracing your authentic self, you unlock a level of power and purpose that cannot be achieved through imitation or conformity. The journey of self-conquest and rebuilding is not a solitary one. While the work must ultimately be done by you, the support of a community can provide invaluable encouragement, accountability, and perspective. Seek out like-minded individuals who are also committed to personal growth. Share your struggles and your triumphs. Learn from each other's experiences and celebrate each other's successes. Consider joining or creating a mastermind group, a collection of individuals who come together regularly to support each other's growth and hold each other accountable. Participate in workshops and seminars that align with your goals. Engage in mentorship relationships, both as a mentee and as you progress as a mentor to others. The power of community can amplify your efforts and accelerate your progress. As we draw this speech to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. We've talked about conquering yourself, facing your fears, overcoming your doubts, pushing beyond your perceived limitations. We've explored the concept of rebuilding not just your life, but your dreams, your relationships, and your impact on the world. Now, it's time to bring it all together and understand why this journey of self-conquest and rebuilding is so crucial. You see, the world we live in is crying out for people who have the courage to conquer themselves. In a society that often celebrates mediocrity and encourages us to play it safe, we need individuals who are willing to dig deep, to challenge themselves, to become more than they ever thought possible. That's where you come in. By conquering yourself, by facing your fears and overcoming your limitations, you become a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. You show others what's possible when someone refuses to settle, when someone chooses to believe in themselves despite all odds. Your journey of self-conquest has the power to inspire countless others to embark on their own paths of growth and transformation. But it doesn't stop there. Once you've conquered yourself, you gain the power to rebuild not just your own life, but the world around you. You become a force for positive change, someone who can tackle the challenges facing our communities, our nations, and our planet. Because when you've learned to conquer the obstacles within yourself, the obstacles in the outside world suddenly don't seem so insurmountable. Imagine a world where everyone committed to this journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. Imagine the problems we could solve, the innovations we could create, the positive changes we could make. That world is possible. And it starts with you. It starts with your decision right here, right now, to conquer yourself and commit to rebuilding. So as we conclude, I want to leave you with this powerful truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Within you lies untapped potential, unimaginable strength, and the power to create real, lasting change. But that potential will remain dormant unless you make the choice to conquer yourself, to push beyond your limits, to rebuild your world into something extraordinary. The journey won't be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, when the voice of doubt seems louder than ever. But in those moments, I want you to remember this: every great achievement in history, every positive change, every step forward for humanity started with someone who was willing to conquer themselves. Someone who was willing to face their fears, push past their doubts, and rebuild their world into something better. You can be that someone. In fact, you already are. You just need to recognize it, embrace it, and live it every single day. So, I challenge you one last time. When you leave here today, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will no longer accept less than your best. Promise that you will face your fears head on. Promise that you will push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Promise that you will conquer yourself day after day, no matter how hard it gets. And promise that you will use that inner strength, that unshakable belief in yourself, to rebuild, to create a life, a community, a world that reflects the very best of who you are. Remember, the greatest battles are not fought on external battlefields, but within the chambers of our own hearts and minds. It is there that we forge our character, our resilience, and our legacy. So go forth with courage, embrace the challenge of self-conquest, and prepare to unleash the fullness of your potential upon the world. Your journey of conquering yourself and rebuilding your world starts now. Embrace it with all your heart, mind, and soul. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but inspire countless others to do the same. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positive change that will resonate for generations to come. The power is within you. The time is now. Go out there and conquer. Go out there and rebuild. Go out there and show the world what you're truly capable of. Because I believe, and I hope you believe too, that your greatest achievements, your biggest impact, your most extraordinary days are still ahead of you.